My parents F45M46 have been secretly treating me based on an armchair diagnosis for months, without my F20 consent or knowledge. Can I call out and stop their behavior? Content warning. Sexual assault. I am so confused by the argument I landed in with my parents. We've gotten in arguments and had rough patches for years. I love my parents, but they've caused me a lot of pain, and it can be difficult to live with them. I even left home for a bit as a teenager and stayed with friends and relatives. I just finished up college a week ago. For context, I had had a difficult time getting through the semester. I rarely tell my parents sensitive information. Anymore, I wish I had a relationship where I felt comfortable to share, but I honestly don't. Still, I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep the fact that I was raped from them. I was really thankful when my mom took me to the hospital. I wasn't sure how she was going to react. It's something that's become a shock the more I think about it. It's been really scary to be around other people, and I had hoped my parents understood that I needed time to heal, while still pushing myself through school. I feel panicked and guilty that I'm not doing enough often. I feel stretched thin and scared. I know I don't contribute to my parents the way I used to, but I thought they could understand why. The other night I had a headache. I came upstairs and tried to be with the family even though I was exhausted. I was cleaning the kitchen and drying the dishes when my mom seemed irritated with me. She asked me why I was so miserable and told me I was sucking all the energy out of everything. I called her out. I don't do it often because I know it's going to ruin my mental health. I'm embarrassed, but my fight or flight kicked in, and I cried in the corner. I admitted to her that I was afraid of her. She told me she believes I need more disorder screening. She told me I wasn't well, and I wasn't thinking right. It's really scary to not be able to trust if I'm thinking clearly, but I have no other indicators of needing evaluation other than my parents' opinion. She's also accused me of needing more medication as a result of me calling her out in the past. I honestly don't know what to do. They're annoyed that I'm spending time away from the family, but also annoyed that I'm tired when I push myself to stay. I feel so panicked. I feel like I can't rest in this house, and I'm always on edge. They cornered me again yesterday. They told me that they're cutting me off, and my mom admitted her support is not unconditional. They expect me to have a job, even though I literally just finished. My father lunged at me, and my mom had to hold him back. I don't understand what I did to make them so upset. I'm sad that I can't feel safe with them. Update 6 days later. I can't believe this is real. I just want to wake up and go back to being vulnerable with my parents, but I'm too scared to even talk to them right now. A few weeks ago, I had a blowout argument with my parents where I told them to go to therapy. They revealed to me that they have actually both been going to therapy for months. I stopped arguing the point because I figured it wasn't my place to prod into their mental health journeys further if they purposefully hadn't shared. After that argument, my mom had become increasingly more and more hyper-focused on the potential of me having BPD. Every conversation was about how I'm not seeing reality and need to start getting treatment for BPD. A few mornings ago, she revealed that the therapy she was referring to wasn't for her. I'm not sure how long this has been happening, but my parents have been engaging with a therapist for months to correct my BPD. I have a team of experts helping me with my mental health. None of them has ever suggested I have BPD. A few years ago, when my parents first started nonstop talking about me having BPD, I asked my psychiatrist if he suggested a diagnosis, and he said it was unnecessary. In this house, I am treated as though I have BPD. They aren't listening to me. If I criticize them, I'm crazy. I was raped a few months ago, and am still feeling shocked and traumatized. I can't heal from rape if I'm constantly on edge and cannot feel safe. I talked to a professional. She seemed to agree with me that they were overstepping. I can't move out, but I don't know how to stop this behavior. Comment. No legit healthcare worker would ever diagnose you without seeing you. They wouldn't take your mom's word that she believes you have BPD. That doesn't mean your mom didn't lie and tell them you were already diagnosed and just wants help with dealing with it. I think if your own therapist isn't concerned that you have BPD, then you can ignore your mom's nonsense. Just gray rock your mom until you can move out. OP. Yes, I'm just guessing because this is new info to me too, but I suspect my mom would have inferred that I was diagnosed. Most likely presented it to the therapist as parents looking to support with the already confirmed diagnosis. Comment. I've seen a lot of parent boards where parents diagnose their children, just like children diagnose their parents with major psychological illnesses. I think your parents are plugging in their interpretation of your symptoms and behavior, and the boards have spit out BPD. These same people then use the excuse as therapists they've been consulting when it's not. They're not licensed. They've never been trained. Most of the things they've read are by people who have read the same online articles, recycling the same information over and again, creating a sound chamber without many actual psychologists in the mix. Comment. Psychologist here. There is no way any legit psychologist would diagnose you without talking with you. Your parents may believe you have it, but why? Are they psychologists? Or do they just find dealing with emotions difficult, so they slap this label on you? Regardless, they are not safe for you to be around. You are walking on eggshells to hide any emotion you have, and being emotional is a normal human reaction to both graduation and SA. I would worry that they want to have you involuntarily committed and are building a case. Please find somewhere else to stay, relatives, friends, even a shelter will be safer for you. Low contact or no contact with parents. Take care, OP. OP. I'm going to puke thinking ABT them trying to build a case against me. I am very scared that they will provoke me into having an outburst, and then call the police. I am trying to avoid talking to them as much as I can to not create potential for an argument. Comment. Why can't you move out? OP. I currently don't have the resources. The housing where I am, Ontario, is pretty bad and really expensive.